Okay.
Here is Shari Helvey, Victoria's head coach, the James Monroe Lady Mavericks. So, Shari, there are a couple rules of thumb, but usually when you make more field goals when they attempt, that's a good sign for you guys. So just generate a ton of shots, force a lot of turnovers. I think it was like 26, 27. I just talk about the defense leading into offense.
Yeah. We're pretty passionate about that full court man. I think that we have the length, the athleticism to play it a lot. Uh, Obviously, when we played them in December, we caused a lot of turnovers with it, and I think that was still the game plan with this game too. That's what we want to do. We want to use our length and our height and our athleticism to our advantage. So you'll see me doing that a lot. That's kind of what I guess our calling card might be right now is pressuring in that full court man and making basketball plays. We're letting them decide when they want to trap and when they want to be active and all that stuff. And I applaud them for just being basketball players and knowing where to be and knowing how to help on the traps and absorb that. So, yeah, I think a lot of our kids require that defense to offense to get going. So when Monica gets a steal and gets a layup, it kind of turns that engine a little bit more for her. So it's a strategy thing for us to get moving and get going, but it's also a strategy for our defense to be active and to try to get more turnovers.
I think I had you guys 28 offensive rebounds, 15 defensive rebounds, 28 offensive rebounds. Really using your height advantage.
Yeah.
You might have more offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds, but to almost double up is a pretty insane number. And obviously, it helped to generate more shots that way. I just talk about the kids staying active and just never giving up on a play because there was a lot of that tonight. And when you compound that with the turnovers, that's how you end up making more field goals than your team attempts.
Sure. I mean, we challenge them. There's certain goals we have as a team. One is to not allow more than our opposing team more than 10. I should probably make a goal for us too, because when we do board like that, it's very hard to contain us. But I don't know if I think that's one of our strengths, so maybe we don't need to have that as a goal. Monica will get in there. I mean, she's averaging about 9 rebounds a game now, and Lid is going to be Lid. She's going to be active too, and we really challenge our guards to do extra as well. Maya, I think, is averaging 7 boards right now on the year, which is great, and that gets her going offensively too. So we keep trying to strive for our guards to go active more, but we definitely on the defensive end, that's one of our big goals is to make sure that these offensive boards are not getting won by the offense. I think we've allowed greater than 10 rebounds on a couple teams, 2 of them being in Summersville, and we're going to see them again in a few weeks. So we need to commit to that a little bit more. So
you guys got about a week before not a week, a month before the postseason kicks off. Around this time, a lot of teams will be eliminated a month from now. I just talk about what you guys have learned because you've gone through most of the region at this point at least once. I think you beat Westside last week, you beat Wyoming East the week before, you beat Summers County twice. So in theory, all of the teams are probably going to be battling there in that 2 to 4 seed region. You probably beat them. I don't think you guys have played Independence, right?
We don't have them scheduled.
Okay, so that's probably
trail next week. So
those are probably like the only ones that don't have any familiarity with. Just talk about where you feel the team is at this point in the year.
I mean, defensively, which was my focus this year, playing that man and being able to teach man. There's still every day we're learning something. Like this week, our concentration was penetration, stopping penetration. But defensively, and I think a lot of people saw that in our Princeton game, we could play good defense with anybody. As far as offensively and the movement and executing what we like, the actions that we want to execute probably need to be cleaned up a little bit, and that's on me because when we practice, we do focus a lot on our defense and our shooting because I don't know if we shoot very well either. So we do a lot of that kind of stuff. But at this point, I mean, I got to be happy. I mean, we're sitting 11-0, top of Double A. Yes, we've played quite a few teams in the region now, and feel good about that. And we've still got 2 games that we're looking to fill. We'd be happy for anybody to come and tell us that they want to play us. So hopefully we can get those filled and have an extra couple games. But at this point, we're we're doing what we can. We're trying to go out and find some competition. I know we got a couple huge games on the road in Double A. We go to Philip Barber and we go to Charleston Catholic. So these are tough games that we're reaching out to get. So hopefully we can learn from the experiences that we've had in the past so far to just keep building on that. I feel good about us right now. I mean, the kids are confident. I confident in each other. So as long as we can stay on that level of wanting to continue to grow, I feel good about our chances in a month.
Last time I asked you this question, you guys were number 2. Now you're at number 1. You're at the top. How do you think the kids have kind of handled that? Because the thing I do like about the coaches poll is that I feel like it's indicative and reflective of how the state tournament seedings look at. And I know you want to get through one thing at a time, but if you're holding on to that number 1 ranking, especially I think it was like 12 first place votes, that's it. That's hey, we're marked for the number 1 seed in the state tournament. How do you kind of balance that tightrope of expectations? First time this group has been ranked number 1, and because you're gonna get everyone's best shot. Like you're circling the schedule for the rest of the year, whether you like it or not.
I think they're handling it very well. They are kids that get better every day. I do think they're doing well in that sense. And as far as the seedings and the number 1, all that stuff, it's kind of like, you see the NCAA tournament. You're going to have to play and beat anybody, and you're going to have to be on the best team that's there. So whether we have the 1 seed or the 8 seed, we need to know that we are going to have to play the best we can play, and we're going to have to beat the best who you're going to face. So I think that doesn't really enter our minds yet as we get into that March and that February push. I know a lot of sports, it's all about the seeding and the numbers. 25 years ago when I played, you didn't get the seeding and you just got paired up with the region. You just went and won. And I think that's what I strive to get through their heads. We just got to go be the best team, go play as the best team. And if that happens, I have a great feeling about these kids. They're hungry. They want to keep competing. They enjoy being around each other, and I enjoy being around them too. So that's a big part of it.